All right, so we're doing another small town shopkeeper here, but I did like a overview of things that can go wrong with Xbox controllers, but I thought I would just address the drift really quick and actually show you how to get to it. So first thing is you take off your battery cover. These things I usually can do it with my nails, but you can get a flathead screwdriver or anything. You don't really have to worry too much about breaking them. Oh, watch me change my mind. No. Just flew off there, but you can go slower. I just don't want to have I'm not savvy enough to give you guys like a fast motion or anything. Okay, so you got what is 5 screws and my screw. Oh, there it is. Okay, the one that here's what will get you caught up if you don't taking apart the controller. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, and then the 5 is under here. And you can feel where it's at, and then I just put my screwdriver in there. You got to have the special Torx bit that has a tiny, like a security bit. So you have to get the right screwdriver. You can even just Google or eBay or Amazon controller repair thing. But so 5 screws. This controller has drift issues. As you can tell, it was used very heavily. And this may not be a fully successful one without going the deeper repair, but we're going to try it anyway. And that way, if you're trying to fix your drift, it'll give you a good idea how to do it. Okay, so I got 3 screws out. Controller's filthy too. You can get a really good clean when you have these apart. A lot of sticky buttons is almost always dirt that you can clean. Okay, so once the screws are out, the top plate just comes off, no biggie. And this is what we're looking at. And the back piece will also just pop out. Now, then you can, at this point, you can just pull these off. And we want to get into here to open up to get to these yellow things. And in order to do that, I am going to have a slightly smaller screwdriver, and there's one here and one here, and I can also hear my dog Rocky Boy yelping. He needs to go outside, so we'll see if he lets me finish this video or not, or I can try to figure out how to splice together. Okay, I took out those 2 screws. It's pretty much ready to come out, except there's these 2. That other controller I just did, there was only 1, but these things kind of just pop off, and then I can just push back on fairly simple. Yeah, but I'm just using my nails on those. If you're gonna go the distance here, oh, is this one? Okay. If you're gonna go the distance, you can unsolder these are your rumbles, but I have had luck with being able to not have to take it all the way apart. Jimmy these cords around, and if you mess it up, you're usually just messing up your rumble. But now, let's see. Here is the culprit. So I was on the right thumbstick, wasn't doing good. So when you move it up and down, it's actually moving the one on the side. And when you go left and right, it's actually moving the one here. And so what you do, and I probably won't be able to do this all really craftily quick, but you can just get in here on this green thing, and it'll pry open. And you can see there's like this little tab here, and then there's 2 more. The one on the bottom, when I put it back together, sometimes I have to pop it off, but it works just fine. So once I get it started, now a buddy of mine just says that he likes to just go ahead and replace these, but I have had pretty good luck. I mean, I'd say 70% success rate or better. And then when you get in there, you can see, let's see here. Let me try to give you a better look. Okay, there. So this guy, so you got the little white peg there. This thing we'll insert it on from the other side. Hold on. And then, so what we need to do is these two circles inside are the different contacts for, I believe, what is called a potentiometer. I'll clean those. And then this little gizmo itself that came out of there has 3 tiny prongs, or 2, I guess, on both sides, so I think it's like 4. But these pieces of metal are folded, or sorry, they're like kind of loosely bent, and I'll clean them with rubbing alcohol and a Q-tip gently, or a toothbrush, however I can, and then I'll kind of bend into the direction that they want to go, to where there's a little more pressure when I put it in there. But then after I clean that guy, then I'll find the proper way it goes on, and we'll see if this is the right side. But there's the little slit. Let's see, hold on. I might be better off going at it from where it's in this thing first. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna do my best. Long story short though, is if you get this back in there and then you just reassemble the controller, which reassembly can be easier than it sounds, but I think that would be a video for another day. So I don't know if this is going to do it right off the bat. It's been long enough I've done this. I can't remember the trick. But, alright, yeah. So magically that thing's back in there. And then once it's in there, which I didn't put it in there just for the video's sake, you just close it up. And if you can't get it to quite close, it's the little green prongs there. And this bottom one right here just needed to be like broke off. And then it'll just go, because it doesn't like quite want to get in there. You'll see if you try it. But once that's on there, like that really fixes your drift issue a lot of the time. Saves a lot of money. And you know, at the shop here, when I run out of controllers, I try to make more, or